Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Disney Kids. This is the opening of every Disney song. This is actually High School Musical. This is the most trash Disney song. I really don't like the song, man. Everybody, welcome to the Heat Check Podcast. I'm sorry I have to start the podcast with the trash that song. But Jay really likes the song.
He loves it.
That song's pretty. No, that's not okay.
No, Jay knew the words to it before.
Yep.
Jay sang the melody and sang the harmony.
No, but last night it's kind of catchy. You will catch yourself listening to that. You will repeat yourself if you listen.
Yeah,
to it.
but not everything that's catchy is of value and quality.
But I'd like to see that pussy applaud.
Thank you, Chance.
You have to add that.
Thank
Yo,
you,
Chance is crazy.
Yeah, Chance
is trying to get risky right now. He's trying to make all the moms hate him.
They made literally part 2 of I'm the One. Like, that's literally what it was.
That was probably in the same day.
Like,
that was
what
probably
are we
the same
doing here? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for starting off the podcast like that. It's a stormy day out here in Southwest Florida. It's going to rain for 5 minutes, and then it'll be sunny again. I'm playing. No, it's actually 10 o'clock on a Tuesday night here. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Heat Check Podcast. My name is Malike. To my left is...
Jay.
To my right...
Steph. Oh, okay.
She is...
All right.
Flush it down the toilet.
I'm not the one who likes this shitty song, so.
Oh, shit.
Shots fired.
Damn.
Actually, I didn't mean to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That was on accident. I swear that was on accident.
Totally trashed. It's okay. It's whatever.
It was perfect timing.
But thank you so much to our sponsors, Narrative Coffee. Thank you so much for holding us down. This is day one. We love y'all. Go check them out, Narrative Coffee Roasters. We got some coffee right here. I drank some today. I drank the Colombian one. Caleb, thank you so much. You're killing it. Mm-hmm. Every blend, whether it's bold or one of the blonde ones or whatever, not even blonde, like the lighter ones, medium roast, dark roast, all that stuff is really good. Depending on what kind of coffee lover you are, they have different blends to make sure that you get what you like. So Narrative Coffee Roast, thank you so much. You can check them out on Instagram, Instagram and Facebook as well. Oh, YouTube, they do have YouTube videos. They actually have a video out that shows you how to do a pour over. Do you know how to pour over? Do you know what a pour over is?
I don't know.
No.
You don't know what a pour over is?
No.
Why not? I thought you were hipster. You're like the hipster Peruvians, right?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of, is there like, because they're like pretty hipster, you know, just the whole thing of like hipster Spanish people is a thing.
Hipster Spanish
Yeah,
people.
I think they're hipster Spanish people, no?
Okay.
You don't agree?
What the fuck is a comb over?
Probably...
What did you say? Like...
Oh, no, but thank you, Narrative Coffee and Millennial Brewing Company, of course. Thank you so much. Go check them out. They're on Royal Palm in downtown Fort Myers. They have amazing good beer. They were just doing a juice thing, weren't they? A beer mimosa Sunday. They had a bunch of different juices from what's that juice place all the way out by Cypress. This is the orange juice place.
Sun Harvest.
Sun Harvest. They did like a little collab with them. Yep. So Sundays, I don't know if they're doing it every Sundays, but make sure you check them out. They have a pretty good beer, and they do a lot of creative stuff with their beer and with their venue. So go check them out. Thank you to our sponsors.
Yes.
And without further ado, let's get into it, man. How we doing? How we doing from the weekend, guys? We had a pretty crazy weekend.
Worn out.
You worn out?
Tired.
Why are you tired, dude? Were you pretty lit?
What the hell did you do?
What was that?
What did you went to the Chris Daniels show Friday?
Yep.
And we did you get drunk, Stephanie?
At the Chris Daniels show?
Yeah. No.
No.
Why? Why not?
After the Chris Daniels show.
We gotta talk about it. We know who was mad drunk at the Chris Daniels show. I think Eddie Rock.
Eddie Rock was litty.
Yo, Eddie Rock. Let me tell you what Eddie Rock did.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Let me tell you what Eddie Rock did. Eddie Rock was doing a song with Chris Daniels, and it was one of the new songs, right, where they were singing a lot, and like you can see it in Eddie Rock's eyes. He was just so gone, and he was just looking out, and people were singing, but like he wanted more people to sing, so he was like, nah. Everybody start fucking singing.
It back, right?
Bro, he made us run that shit back. He got down off the stage. He was like, no, I don't give a fuck, man. Everybody fucking sing.
He was never satisfied. I do remember
That
that.
was
It
fucking
like,
great. I was just like laughing. You know, we Eddie Rock's a friend of Curate, family member, of course.
Yeah.
Always. But Eddie Rock, I know Eddie Rock. That was hilarious to see Eddie Rock in that light because he was pretty lit. But it was good. It was from a good energy. Obviously, trying to get people hyped up. But he was.
Trip goes up.
Yo, Trip went up, bro.
Right?
Super up. We were pretty wild. I was sweating. My goal was to not sweat because I sweat too much, but it was a dope. We'll talk more about that, but it was just funny. Eddie Rock got super drunk.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know who else was drunk? Jay was drunk.
I was drunk. Yeah, I was drunk too. Yo, we were up there like
Notice.
Yo, chill out. I busted my ass trying to get up for the clout pick with everybody on stage. I totally ate it. Underviews,
I remember that.
Yeah, Underviews caught it on their stream.
Yes, that's amazing.
You almost held it down.
Yo, I had to cheddar bob myself right now so that way it didn't get brought up again.
You
told me later.
Definitely held it down for Curate.
Yeah, it was great.
It's those skinny jeans, you know.
Yo, chill out, bro.
My lord.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was crazy.
It was a good time though. That was a good show.
It was. Man, we'll talk about wine too, but wine was great. It was. We had X and the guys come down, and it was fucking packed out. Everybody was getting crazy. I was lit. I was drunk. I was dancing. I was dancing in some Nigerian shit. It was great, man. We had dance hall and the dancers out there. It was pretty crazy. We had a lot of people come out. Thank you to everybody who came out, man. It was. I don't think anyone, there's a lot of reggae nights, reggaeton nights, but like just the vibe that was there. I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever been a part of before. So it was pretty dope. You enjoy your time, Steph? You had a good time?
Yeah, I had a great time. I managed to stay out of most of the pictures, except for a few. So.
And all of those
Let's
pictures,
hope those disappear.
They got Steph looking wild out here. Like,
Oh, did they?
yeah, just
Super
like,
HD.
No, super low quality, just like
the worst
she was
faces,
moving?
like
She
the
was
worst.
sneezing in the camera.
Like, cause there's pictures that they catch Beyonce making that ugly face, when she's dancing. Like,
That
it's
was
one of those
trash,
where it's like,
yeah.
come on, bro. You can't catch somebody. You can't just pick a
Crop
pixel.
me out. If
Yeah.
I'm in any terrible pictures, just delete them, please.
Yeah, so the weekend was pretty good. Definitely, I crashed hard Sunday into Monday.
Same. I stayed in bed all day.
My good friend Tim is moving to Dallas, so we had a little going away thing for him on Sunday, and then once I got home, I died.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon I was downtown. We the guys from Go Guevara. Let me say that in Spanish.
Go
Guevara.
You Spanish? Right? You
No,
Spanish?
but you have to say it Spanish. It's like tentacion. You gotta do the same. So anyway, so Go Guevara. They had the stage behind Downtown Pizza in downtown area. Mm-hmm. So they had the square pretty much lit. And yeah, just a bunch of performers, live acoustic set. Yoko was out there, and then Wonder Why actually tore that bitch down. Yo, he has the one song that I can't even remember off the top. Sorry, Wonder Why, but the first song that he went, it has that stadium status. The one that he performed at our joint.
I just want you to.
Oh yeah, it sounds like it's huge. It's a huge record. So everybody around, it was damn near a soccer game in there. So it was cool.
Yeah.
Really good reception.
The guy who does that, his name's Marcelo, right?
Yes, Marcelo. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I follow him on Instagram, and he had posted something about that event, and he had put one of those like slider things on it, where you can like put fire or whatever. And I was like swiping through, and I accidentally made it like not fire, like I rated it not fire, and I had to like DM him and be like, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to do that, whatever.
Fucked up, Steph.
Yeah,
man.
and
I feel like
felt really
on.
bad.
I think Steph pisses off a rapper every week.
That's
or
not
artist
true.
every week.
That's her thing.
And then he was like, "Oh, are you coming through?" And I was like, "I can't make it," but I told him next time, so I'll probably be there.
Yeah, they got the
next
round table
week.
on Mondays too. So yeah, their shit was lit, man. They're gonna be there every Sunday, I think.
And their round table was they did another one this week, right? The round table.
Yeah,
This
I
week?
didn't.
You
Yeah,
did that?
no, I didn't go to it. But they, whatever. You can follow them and get all the details about that. But that's pretty cool. Free event.
One of their topics was I saw in their screenshot thing is Southwest Florida media groups or whatever, or media beef or whatever, or media. Yeah, I like to play. Well, I was just thinking about that though. Like, it seems like as the artistry grows, it seems like more people that are fans of it want to cover it because independent media is like the tip of your finger is on your fingertips. So,
Sure.
What do y'all think about that? Do you think that what do you think of the state of independent online media? And you think there's like more should pop up? Like, what do you think? What do y'all think about that?
I mean, we have a couple groups of them in the area, and I don't like I said, like I've said in other podcasts, like we're still pretty primitive. So I think everything and anything is acceptable right now because we don't have anything. So just figuring out where North America is as opposed to Europe, and you know what I'm saying, like figuring out what the world looks like in Southwest Florida for media companies is important. And then even still, like your country can be this small and have this specific genre or group, target niche audience that you're trying to get to, and you could still be trying to cover it all. I mean, I think there's room for all of it right now. Yeah. So just keep it going out there. But as far as
I think it's cool that there's different like groups, like these people, Guevara, they cover like a different like group of people. Like they cover like the college kids, you know, and like once there's more like different groups of people covering different like ages and parts of the Southwest Florida, then like we can all come together and, you know, everyone can get to know all the different
Do you
groups.
think there should be beef? Like,
why
is that like, does that add to like for you personally, does like confrontation, competitiveness, is that something that we want to see?
I think
no,
that doesn't help anyone.
Rap beef, like
rap beef,
media beef's late. Like,
so hip hop media beef is not.
Well, Hot 97 and Power 105 is a cool one. I think I like that for some reason.
So why wouldn't anybody want to pin us against each other?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, no, neither am I.
Personally.
Because I'm one of the ones and I don't fucking feel like catching smoke. Like, but I mean, I think ultimately, we're like too primitive to start chopping each other down.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's like we need to grow the community as much as we can. So
I wonder what that conversation was like. That's how I was wondering, because I saw it as one of the topics. I was like, where did they get that from? But I'm interested to know how that conversation went. But anyways, let's get into some fuckery. The latest, not fuckery, but just cool shit or non-cool shit that happened in the world. I don't know. I think the biggest thing that happened for me this week, like that I saw, was I watched the T-Pain interview with Joe Budden, and that was pretty fire.
I did watch that.
Did you watch that? What did you think of
that? It was interesting. I think it was kind of like everywhere, so it was like hard to keep my attention.
It was everywhere. They really jumped around.
And then T-Pain kind of talks with this like inflection where like he'll like, oh, so it's hard to like catch what he's saying, and they're talking in between the lines. So there was a lot that I couldn't pick up, but it was pretty insightful. He was really candid. You know, he was very truthful.
One of the things, I think the biggest thing I took away from it was in generally just seeing that there's not a big desire to be a superstar in the industry right now. And one of the things T-Pain and Joe Budden were talking about was like I don't want to be that big anymore. I don't want to be that big because we've seen what it feels like to be that big, and it didn't fulfill them, but two, it's very hard to keep that. So they're like, I think everybody kind of wants to get their fan base and just stay in their like. It seems like that's more of like an option today. And still be like successful.
They just want to make their money.
Yeah, want to make their money. I feel like every time I ask even artists locally, I'm like, what's your biggest goal? Like back in the day, people would have been like, I want to be the biggest superstar. People are just like, yo, I just want to have a good fan base, tour, and provide. Like,
because I think famous nowadays comes with the
criticism and
not only criticism, but like literal physical harm that could be done to you for world star views. And you know, in hip hop, since we're already confrontational, it's like how far can we take it,
right?
You know, so it's always going to be what can top the biggest fuckery that's already going on, you know. So
it's hard to upkeep.
You run the risk. It's too big of a risk nowadays,
right?
I think if you're not running around with tons of security, which I'm sure you were anyway, but in the same time, anybody anywhere can get it. I feel like in hip hop, right? Or it feels like it's going that way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just think that in order to be that big, you have to do a lot of the crazy shit that's going on. And I don't think a lot of people want to do that. I think a lot of people are just like, yeah, no, I just get a lot of people who like my music, tour a little bit, I'll be good. And I feel like for me, that's what I want to do. I don't know if I want superstardom to where I can't live my life. I don't know.
You don't want to be Kevin Hart, bro?
I mean, I do. Sure. Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't walk down the road. You couldn't go downtown, be Kevin Hart. That shit would be a mob.
Yeah,
am I right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you could probably go to small cities maybe, but I mean, you're getting mobbed in most cases.
Yeah.
Is that not true? So.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a place for I think is a cool. Like, what is Beanie Siegel doing right now? I don't fucking know, but he's probably living a pretty normal. If you saw Beanie Siegel, you wouldn't in the street. You wouldn't really go crazy. But if you'd go see him in concert, so that I feel like there's a cool little balance that you could have in hip hop. I think a lot of now that these older guys are growing up into their like adulthood of hip hop, I think their superstardom's gone in a sense, but they still have the ability to tour and make money.
Do you think Jay-Z regrets the fact that he's this famous? Like, he can't go down to the bodega, can't go down to the bar.
No, he's living.
And yeah, has a fucking.
But he can't go.
He's on a yacht like every weekend.
He can't walk down Central Park.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to.
He just builds a Central Park in his house and walks around his Central Park living room. Like, I feel like when you have that much stardom, you can create your own little worlds that you don't have to really. That's why people build restaurants, and that's why Tyrese built a restaurant in his house. Hibachi, fucking what's the
did?
Yeah, I mean he couldn't afford it. But did you see the way The Rock Johnson said that they asked him about his relationship with Tyrese? He's like, no, I don't think we're gonna be working together anymore, which really means that The Rock fired him from Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, probably.
You got
that was this week.
Yeah, he said that. He just said
finally.
They brought it back up somehow.
Oh shit!
Which, by the way,
it's been a long time. I mean, he hasn't said anything really.
Yeah. No, I don't even. Where's Tyrese? Do you know where Tyrese has been? I mean, has anyone ever?
No clue.
No, I don't know Tyrese.
I can't remember since he was like, "What more do you want from me?"
Yeah.
Ever since then, it's like,
I heard it.
Yeah, no. But that was hilarious.
But all right, so what happened with Bow Wow? Who put this on the list? Bow Wow goes off. What's going on?
I did.
What happened?
He
with
went
Bow
on
Wow?
a Twitter rant, saying that he's just gonna quit like fame because everyone just like makes fun of him and all this stuff.
Yeah, I'll put out an album.
He
called
said he's gonna work at GameStop. He's just gonna quit being famous.
He's
move.
trolling. He's heavy troll.
If there's a bigger troll than Tekashi, it's Bow Wow. Like Bow Wow is the same nigga that posted a picture that he's on a plane and he wasn't on a plane.
That was great.
Yeah, that was.
He
crazy.
found it from Google.
Amazing.
If you pick a picture from the top 3 pictures in Google, you're just not even trying. Like you are just.
I feel like when they're in an interview where somebody asked him about that, and he was like, "Yeah, man, it was crazy. My mom called me and was like, you can't be doing this, like something like that." He said he like made it sound like it was normal, like anybody would do this. Like
Nobody would
do that. Like nobody at all would do that. Bow Wow.
I did watch an interview with Bow maybe a month or a couple weeks ago, where he was talking about just fucking. I think it was with the Breakfast Club, and they were like, because he'll go on rants and he's like, I'm gonna commit suicide. I don't want to be here anymore. Y'all don't fuck with me. Blah blah blah. And then he drops the album link, and you're like, oh. See, back to our fucking conversation last week. What the fuck is trolling? What the fuck is just promoting like with the Vic Mensa thing? And now Vic Mensa comes out and says that was I wasn't talking about real fighting. I was talking about street fighting. Street Fighter the game. Bro, this is so lame.
Yeah, that was lame.
That was lame. That was a lame try to turn it.
But he could have been doing that only to, wipe his hands of it and then all of a sudden pop up. Then something happens to this guy in Chicago.
I don't believe that shit.
It could be a chess move.
Maybe.
I don't really know. I don't know any of these people's intentions anymore. It seems like just one big wrestling show, So, I mean, I'm going to take it as that until...
Speaking of wrestling show and fake, Rich the Kid retires, quote, retires. You see this shit? So him and Famous Dex are having a little bit of a problem right now. I don't know if you see that. But, and to be honest, I mix up Rich the Kid and Famous Dex. Like, I don't know who they are.
They're like all the same.
So
like,
I think...
There's like one other person, too.
I think Rich the Kid has the label, and Famous Dex is signed to 300 and Rich the Kid. I don't fucking know, to be honest. But they were both going back and forth, arguing with each other. I think Famous Dex said, like, fuck you, Rich the Kid. Get me off the label. How much he wants to pretty much buy himself out the label, I'm pretty sure. And then Rich the Kid goes back. It was this long back and forth, to be honest. And I don't remember who said what because they both the same person. But I don't even know if that's real. Like, what,
And Kid Inc. Who else sounds like this guy? Like, I don't know who Rich the Kid is, man. I'll be honest.
Kid Rock.
Give me his Kid Rock. What was this kid's Jesus? What was this kid's
Slim Jesus.
That's his main. No,
Is that
no.
one?
Rich the Kid's main song. What is it?
Fucking pick it up. Ooh, that's famous. I don't fucking know.
That's famous Dex. What the fuck?
It's the same person.
Is his the Kill Bill sample that got flipped?
No, that's.
What does he?
I don't know, bro.
That's the same shit.
I don't know. Jay.
Anyways,
Oh, yeah,
he's
I don't
retiring
know.
his name.
Yes,
What's
he's
going
retired.
on?
So what? How do you
So
know?
goodbye.
Retiring? Yeah.
So peace out,
Use
bro.
a sound effect or something. What are you
Yeah,
doing? Do your job.
My bad.
That's where you put the trash number that you gave to
Yeah,
Stephanie in the
Jesus
beginning of the podcast.
My bad. Here you go. Here you go.
Goodbye.
Anyways, no one cares about Rich the Kid. Moving on.
You know what I'm excited about?
Travis Scott.
Fuck you. You don't know my life. I am excited.
Excited.
I am excited about Travis Scott, man. He just dropped his trailer for AstroWorld.
Yep.
Okay, see, y'all not giving him his respect. First off, because y'all just said, yeah.
We've been waiting
Okay.
forever.
Here's the
Yeah, I'm
thing.
not a Travis.
You're
Scott
not a Travis
fan.
Scott fan. Why are you not a Travis Scott fan? He literally is a T-Pain of this generation of musicians.
No, he's not.
How-
All right,
He is
maybe
literally
he
the
is.
T-Pain of this generation.
Yeah, but he doesn't make strong enough. I don't know. He doesn't make strong enough music to me. I don't know. Like that. Here's what it was.
It's
Is that
because it's not rapidy rap.
no,
and Jay
wait, no.
doesn't like it.
But he started out rapidy rap. Like when he first came out, I was super excited about Travis Scott. I just feel like he never lived up to his first project. After his first project with me, he kind of has the same thing as Cudi with me. Like I felt Cudi's first project was good, and I was like excited, and I never got what I wanted. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not a fan.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
know. Whatever, man. You tell me why you're excited.
He
about
is
Travis
one.
Scott.
He gives everybody that's gotten a hook from him the song has gone #1 or platinum or some shit. Like he's the hook master, right? Like the melody, the sound, the auto-tune melody that he's found. Everyone's literally doing that right now, literally.
Agreed.
And you could say that Travis Scott is a descendant of T-Pain, which is okay.
Right.
But I think that you could say that for a reason because every fucking hook is a banger with Travis Scott. Yes, he doesn't have as many strong songs on his own, but that's what T-Pain did, right? It's the same thing. He's almost creating the soundscape for hook making for our generation.
What's the
and
best song
continue doing it.
that Travis Scott has ever created, in your mind?
that Travis Scott's ever created?
Yeah.
What is it? Quintana? Not Quintana. With on Big Sean. I ain't playing with these niggas. I ain't playing with.
That's the
these
best.
niggas. I mean, it's
Travis
one of
Scott
them. I
song?
don't know, nigga. What's the best Jay-Z song? What's the best kind? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I was only asking your opinion. Steph, what's your favorite Travis Scott song?
God damn it! I knew this was coming.
Well, yeah.
I don't
Is it Antidote?
remember.
Okay,
Yeah, I probably.
what is Travis Scott missing? Why did I feel like he should be a little bit bigger? I mean, he's with the fucking third most famous person in the world or some shit, Kylie Jenner. Why isn't Travis Scott a cultural icon like Drake is? With like why? Is he 'cause
Lyrics.
he's too ugly?
Lyrics. Anybody who's at the top have lyrics. Like they resonate, that you want to repeat their shit on Twitter, on everything. You use it in your life. It's something that applies. There's no emotional attachment with Travis Scott because of his lack of lyricism.
every time.
Okay, you come around.
I get that. That's not fire.
It's because some
though.
of it is mumbling and some of it you lose.
But
you
Kiki,
disconnect.
do you love me? That's more meaningful than it's the same damn song.
Nah,
It doesn't matter.
No.
Lyrics I don't buy that. I don't believe it's lyrics not making Travis Scott bigger.
I think it's lyrics because why is Kendrick an icon?
because everything.
Okay. Why do you become a top 5 lyricist? In
I didn't say why isn't Travis Scott the top 5 lyricist. I just mean like culturally, I feel like you're with Kylie. I think maybe it's his personality.
I think he separates his like celebrity life from his personal life too, and a lot of people like Drake puts a lot of his stuff on social media. He's like always on social media. He has his merch and all these things, and Travis Scott doesn't really work that hard at other aspects of his like celebrity career, I guess. Whatever.
I think because he's ugly and he's dark skinned.
You think he's
and he
mad
covers
black?
his face all the
I
time.
truly think he's just because he's ugly. All right, fuck y'all. All right, moving on. Fuck Manny Knox and everybody else. This nigga zoomed in. All right, go to. I'm giving y'all a little free promo, nigga. Go to the After Up Show's Facebook. They put Manny Knox, ugly ass nigga, put out a video of my feet. Last episode, you saw a little thing of my feet. All right, they were ashy because I was at home comfortable. I wouldn't, I don't put lotion on my feet at night, nigga, you know, like. But they fucking zoomed in on my feet, and he said my shit looks like something. I don't even remember what he said. Ironically, I went to the fucking. That's irrelevant to what I'm talking about.
Oh, so yeah. Talk about your feet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The flies on my feet. Fuck it. But I was gonna get into a roasting battle, but then I realized that's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
To go head to head with Manny Knox and Wicks.
No, 100%.
Way trash.
Because they've been clowning you on the low, and they've already got your material ready.
I know. I can't even. I mean, I could go there, but I'm one of those niggas that when I got roasted in like middle school, I was a nigga that took 8 seconds to get back, you know, and then like, nigga's too late.
Yeah, you've been waiting until next period. Like, hey, yo, by the way, you try to catch him on
Fuck you, bro.
It's like, it's over, man.
Yeah, so hey, look, you guys win, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to that.
That's two rappers, man.
I feel hurt,
and you're
man.
about to give up the writing to your next album away. You know, like you don't want to do it with rappers, man.
Yeah, I feel hurt by that, but
rappers keep coming after you, man.
Oh my god.
But you got your feet done, right? You got a pedicure, so now they're.
Yeah, my feet look fucking good. Let me show you this.
Yo, your friends.
Pop 'em
no,
out.
don't fucking put them up.
Pop
here,
'em
man.
Come on, Jay. Hey, nigga. Hey, now the Asian people,
But
they really do make fun of you, dog.
No, they got to.
They do. They really go in.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, and on some, like, typical, like, stereotypical shit, they really, like, we got a knee ball, thing. I swear.
so they bring out like the cheese
It
grater.
was a cheese,
or,
no,
like,
I'm dead ass. And she was literally grating my feet. There was, like literal mozzarella cheese coming off my
That's
foot.
disgusting.
Oh,
too
God.
much.
All right, is that too
Next.
much?
Gross.
Like, we got a knee, a bigger thing.
It's funny
Oh,
that
God.
probably the two next to you and your girl, and there's some other person going,
Yeah,
you know, like,
trash.
damn.
Anyways, anything I want to talk about before we move on? What you want to talk about, man? Anything happened this week?
What about that song that we started?
Oh,
Playing.
God. The
You guys
no-brainer.
started a
The
song?
Khaled.
Oh, yeah,
No.
no brainer.
It's trash. No, I mean, I don't know. I think that's just a money grab.
What about the
It's all
video?
Video.
The video is a money grab.
Justin Bieber looks like a homeless man who put on a jumpsuit from Yeezy.
I'm telling you, he looks like a 12-year-old Kid Rock. This man looks like he like right before the Ba with a Ba music video.
What's Justin Bieber's status, man? Like, what are we doing with him? What culture is he taking right now? Like, is he?
Well, he said he's not putting out any music, like his own music, until he gets married or something. So.
Yeah, he did get engaged. He got engaged to. First off, he's really changed his life around. It seems like he's not really fucking with the blacks anymore as
Really?
much as he was. No, he seems like he's totally.
He goes
He
to
had to
church.
he had to totally rebrand himself after the roast. Like, I think after the roast, he like became a whole nother.
Oh, so I'll tell you this. I know some people who go to church with him. My boy Pedro Latorre goes to church with him in L.A. The dude's legit about his like. It's not a game, is what he said. It's like he's legit there on Sunday mornings, like praising God. Like it's not like some sort of joke. And
I forgot there was that clip of him on the stage.
Yeah, he's leading worship at a conference in Miami.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I think it is legit, like a legit change in his life. So
Yeah, but you don't show up to the DJ Khaled set looking like Jesus. Like, it's not how you do. That's not how you pay respect.
You gotta be like Jesus sometimes, dog.
Cut that shit out, man. Like you could get a regular belt, bro. They're
I
like
just think that
$15.
There's some
at TJ
songs
Maxx.
that they put out that I just go, this is the obvious money grab. All right, go and get your money. I'll sing the song for 2 weeks and I'm done. But you got me. You got me. All right, I sing it. All right, because that song's probably still stuck in my head. Right
How
now.
many like sponsorships were in that video?
I
How many
counted
can you
like
count?
6. Like there was 3 liquors. There was at least
3
the
liquors,
Fashion
really? Fashion Nova
Fashion Nova was
huge.
pulling up in the go
Yo,
kart.
the last
The golf
verse of that
cart.
song is just like selling ads. It's like, oh, here's Beats Pill. Oh my God, no, it's Fashion Nova. Oh,
Right in the middle of
Cash App. All right,
right in the middle of Chance saying, "Make that pussy applaud." right.
fucking Fashion Nova. Fucking
You and your
yoga
God.
pants.
She said, "I really love God." I told her I'd like to see that pussy applaud. What the hell? That is crazy, bro. Yo, Chance is really trying to prove that he's a badass. He's like, yeah, right. Play this to Assad, bitch.
You gotta do it. Yeah, you gotta do it a little bit. You got chances give you a little bit of, a little bit of devil. Well, he's like, I got you, bitch.
Yeah. Like,
but he still, he still holds down the Christian sector. I think Chance is a Christian rapper technically. Huh?
Yeah. No. No. He's trying to prove.
No.
I would have before these last couple drops. I would have said no, or I would have said yes. But now because I just feel like he's trying to prove a point because everybody's called him too nice. Mm-hmm. He knows that that's the thing. So now he's trying to come out with the fuck you samples and all this bullshit. I think he's trying to change his image.
We don't buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't buy it. So you guys see? I saw a clip of Lala walking out of a restaurant with Drake, and I was like, "There's no way that Drake is just piping up Carmelo Anthony's wife. Like, there's no way." And then I realized that he also got caught with somebody else at another restaurant, another big famous person.
Frida, Big Frida.
Somebody I guess he was going on dates with a bunch of girls.
Oh well, that's not a girl. So.
But I think it's because of the In My Feelings video.
Yeah.
Kiki. So in case, do you guys watch Power?
No.
You guys are trash. Her name is Keisha in the show.
Yeah.
So I think.
Have you seen a picture of her? She looks like Lala.
Lala is Keisha in the show, no?
Huh?
Lala
no, the real.
Oh, the real?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
What, the person that it's...
And I saw a clip of
about?
them recording part of the music video in New Orleans, in front of a bar.
There it is.
Yeah.
What is... All right, so you're Drake. I mean, you're Carmelo.
Yeah.
You let this ride?
What, my
she's probably making money.
my ex-wife? That's not even
They're
together.
not exes. They're together still.
So they're together, and he's in a... She's gonna go get the bag and bring it back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Be like, I'm not gonna show up on
what's
set.
What's wrong with that? She's not doing anything bad.
Oh yeah, you're right. But they're kind of rocky right now. All right. Will you trust your girl to go make a music video?
You should be able to.
With Drake, the one who's known for piping up people's women.
That's not. He's not known for that.
There we go. See, stop. See, now you're a woman. You don't get this. Now.
No.
Check this out. No. You'll be okay.
How much is the bag? It's got to be a considerable
They're
bag.
going on dates in the video. He's singing to her. You don't think you're okay with Drake singing to your girl?
It's acting. What's wrong with you guys?
It's Drake, dog.
So
how much is the bag? Like 5, 10 million. I mean, it's kind of hard to say no to that, babe.
Insecure.
Yeah. All right, fine. I think that's all I really care about. I did listen to. I am interested to see how this Charlamagne thing's turning out. It seems like he's still in the clear for everything, but the audio did come out of them talking about the Spanish fly shit where Charlamagne gives a girl. He's telling a story about how he gives a girl Spanish fly, which knocks you out or whatever, and talks about pretty much having unconsensual sex.
Where was that? That was on his podcast?
That was on his podcast, but the audio came out, resurfaced, obviously. His own words, him saying, pretty much admitting to this crime. Or to rape, or rape culture, whatever. And it's I
mean, he's handled...
I don't know.
So I think he's handled it about as good as anybody could that has been exposed, right? He brought another person who was pretty cynical of him, or was a big critic of him online and stuff, and brought him on, let him speak his piece. He's willing to say all the right things on the rebound, and I feel like since he's always been overly, I don't know, since he's always so overly truthful, right? He's willing to call Kanye trash to his face. I think you I don't know how to feel about it, right? I think people make mistakes, but it's rape, so it's
Yeah, the thing is that you can move on from your mistakes and grow, but the other person's still left there, and at the end of the day, no matter how much you change your life, the consequences of your actions still can catch up to you, which is kind of weird, right? No matter how much you've progressed, the other person hasn't progressed, or life hasn't progressed to catch up to your progress. It's no, nigga, you still did it, and I'm interested with the Me Too movement, and as morality gets redefined in society and what's okay gets redefined, but things being so far in the past, I wonder how it's going to keep playing out, and I got shit from, I think, Kid Quest about comparing the MLK situation to the Tekashi situation. Like, I pretty much said if, you know, you could die a villain if you live long enough. And, like, what if Martin Luther King's vices came out while he was still alive and blah, 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 and whatever. So I got shit from it. But I'm just interested to see as the Me Too movement and, like, things change in society, how that affects the past more and more and more and more. You know, I don't know.
Steph, what do you think? Like,
I didn't know that I knew that something had happened with him, but I didn't know that there was like audio of him saying that he did that and that he gave that to a lady.
Yeah, he
you know?
said it, like,
which is really fucked up
like,
because you shouldn't.
He brought
be
it up.
giving
Like nobody
anyone...
even held a gun up to him and said it. He just kind of used it as an example in his podcast. Is that what it was? He just kind of was like, "Hey, this is what we do as guys."
No, mistake number one's like, why would you ever give someone something to drink that would make them pass out? Like, that's not okay.
He made it sound like we're wild as kids.
But even with the Bill Cosby thing, it sounded like what I hear is that everybody was doing that, right? It was a part of the rape culture that was going on. So rape culture is tricky because rape culture, even that phrase is saying that there's an undertone of acceptable racism, right? Like there is a acceptable culture of rape that happens in a group of people or, you know, in a time period of society. And it's like,
when there should be none.
Yeah, there should be none, right? Like I do remember like people talking about running trains on girls in middle school.
That's wild.
Very, very specifically, I remember all that stuff. Today, that's called rape, bro, right? Like, but that was okay, right? Like, I remember that being okay around the people that we were with. Not with me, for sure not with me, but the people that were around me. And then...
Wait a minute, four people having consensual sex with one person that's down for it?
That's consensual. I don't know. I guess I don't know exactly. I don't want to be the authority on that. But...
Damn, we all fucked up on Pornhub because you are all watching rape. Every orgy scene that y'all watching rape.
I'm not saying... yeah, chill. I don't know if that... But I'm just saying,
probably
like...
not to be joking.
The culture of that can be... Because the way it happened is, like... One person's having sex with a girl, and then other people jump in.
Right, yeah.
And that's what Charlamagne was talking about that. And I was like, damn, that's definitely rape culture for sure, and possibly rape, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I just think it's interesting. I mean, I don't know, you know, it's obviously a pretty controversial topic.
For sure.
But I'm just going to say that it's very interesting to see what happens with all these big name celebrities that are getting big, and at the same time have like a very controversial past, you know. But.
Yeah, my bad for my distasteful joke.
Yep, at him, please, not me.
No, I'm part of some activism groups. They know what my calling is. I'm trying to be a nice guy.
So let's transition here.
No Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Let's talk about. All right,
bro. This is the best interview.
All right.
Sorry, Kid Quest.
Kid Quest.
Kid Quest is the best interview of the year.
Kid Quest. Fast forward 2 minutes. We'll be done in a little bit.
Yeah.
But all right, Shay, talk about Tekashi. What's up?
Yeah, Tekashi. So 6ix9ine goes on and tells his whole story about how he got pistol whipped and how he got his chains taken from like last Sunday or whatever with Angie Martinez from Hot 97, and it is a classic. It's a classic.
Why is it classic?
Okay, so he breaks down the whole robbery, how it happened, right? He talks about, you know, I'm not going to go through the whole story. You should watch it. But essentially, he said he was frightened, but he had like this laugh about him that he like enjoyed. He enjoyed the robbery. So if you watch the interview, he's essentially saying how he enjoyed the robbery of him getting robbed, right?
What I saw was a motherfucking scary ass Joker in rap. Like he's like the Joker. Like he just described, because I was like, I'm not gonna lie. After the interview, I started to like him a little bit more because I realized that this really is a game to him. Like it really is like.
Yeah, he's literally like the Riddler. He's a Joker. He's a fucking villain.
The way he talks about things, he's like, you know, I could have died, bro. Like, I could have been the next XXX. And I was like, yeah, why are you happy about that? Like, why are you enjoying it? So I also felt like, you know, it's cool that he did it because it kind of lets you know, like, people are really going into the studio and just fucking around. But he was like, yeah, I just go in the studio and be like, what the nigga got this? He goes, yeah. That? Like, I was like, yo, that's stupid. Like,
yeah, he literally admits that he, like, goes in there and just says bullshit. And he literally has a quote where he's like, yo, Kendrick and J. Cole gotta look at me like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just he's
like,
that
he
big.
got that Fifi on the. He's like, oh my god. He's like, he laughed at himself. He joked on himself.
The way he did Vic Mensa in this. It's the best. It's the best fucking interview
I'm
I've
gonna
ever
watch
watched,
just
dude.
because
it's
of that.
so fucking good, dude. It's worth watching. Yeah, he's a clown. He's the biggest troll in the game. I mean, it's kind of sad that hip hop has come to this, but god damn, it is entertaining.
It's definitely entertaining.
Oh my god,
It definitely is entertaining, but
that I mean.
But
when he dies, what do we do? We're like, this is why we gotta make sure that we don't do none of this. It's like when someone dies, then we're like, oh no. Like we wake up, we get kind of sobered up to the entertainment of it all.
He says it in the interview himself. He's playing chess. So to me, he's coming in there. I don't think you can just go up and walk up to 69 anytime soon. You know, so he could probably blast you off this.
Said he has a secret service. Nigga said he gets his head ducked under, and like, nigga, you got tattoos on your face. Like, how are you not?
Bro, he does his troll videos now with a security guard in the back. You can literally see the security guard in pretty much the last clip that I saw. So he's heavily guarded. But
whatever.
Yeah. But it was that's a great interview.
Anyways.
You should watch it if you like hip hop because he's like has the #2 song in the country and that's where the game is at. And it's hilarious.
All right, anyways, we're done.
Whatever, man.
So, Steph, you posted a link to, and Jay did, to this water thing. The manatees.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
4 dead manatees pulled up to Cape Coral Yacht Club. Pulled up dead.
They rolled in.
While they were having a meeting at the yacht club.
The Army Corps was at the yacht club. I thought they were somewhere else in Cape Coral, but then I found out that they were actually at the yacht club, which is crazy because right outside there was like 4 dead manatees that rolled in.
Does anybody know the exact problem with the water thing? Like, what's the problem? Does anyone know the breakdown of that? Because I watched the video and I could vaguely tell you, but they're doing like dumps of whatever. I forgot what it's called.
We went over it. I explained it.
You did? Okay. So, my question is, why is it getting worse all of a sudden? Because I've been hearing about the water problem for years, right? But all of a sudden, like, why is all these manatees popping up dead and stuff?
Well, it's a mix of the red tide and the algae bloom caused by the water releases. So it's both coming together to just create this, like, horrible, the perfect storm or whatever. So, like, and it's just a bad
what's
thing.
The solution?
But I think the buildup of the water releases also make it worse.
Right.
So throughout the years, it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Damn, it just seems like I'm seeing like everyone at the canals, like, dude, look at all this dead shit, you know. And
there's like 100-pound groupers out on the beaches, like dolphins washed up, turtles.
So what does that mean? What does that mean for fucking Southwest Florida? What does that mean for a coast that thrives off of water? You know, what does that mean for us?
It's bad for business.
Definitely.
Bad for business. Obviously bad for the environment.
It's bad for, definitely bad for the environment. It's bad for tourism. It's bad for real estate. It's just, like, all around bad. People come down here to, like, use the water, go to the beaches, get on their boats, you know. Yeah. And you can't, they're telling us, like, you can't even go in the water and swim because you could, like, get infections. And it's, like, really bad for you, so...
Well, I feel like I want to do something. I feel like what can we do? But it seems like there's something that's trickled down from somewhere else that we're just getting fucked with. You know, like, I don't know. But that's crazy.
Tag some organizations we can be part of in the notes if you're watching this. We'd love to, help in any way we can. We spread awareness about it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to be affected by it. So we should try to help.
They're doing they're called death marches. Like downtown and different places. They were doing a death march, I think, at the yacht club too. I guess they're like protest things. It sounds kind of intense. Yeah. But another news in Southwest Florida. You heard of the officer that got shot?
Yes.
Yeah.
You heard he died
today?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And first, I want to say rest in peace to the officer. Do you guys know his name?
No, we need to pull it up.
Yeah. Rest in peace to the officer. But I think he died off MLK. He was trying to stop something from happening, and he got shot, and he had like life-threatening injuries. But then he passed away a couple days later, and I know a lot of people affected by it. I think I have one of his partners on my social media and stuff. But
wow,
sad story.
His name was Adam Jobbers Miller.
Man, that's crazy. Y'all know anybody like that knew him or anything?
I used to work out with a bunch of Lee County sheriff's people, so they're all like reposting it.
Are you gonna do the competition on Saturday? The CrossFit competition they have for him?
I don't CrossFit anymore.
Oh, whatever. I ain't lame. What do you do now? You do Pilates or some shit?
Yeah. I meditate.
Yeah. All right. Listen to that J. Cole album. Just decided to meditate.
Or fall asleep.
Yeah, fall asleep hard.
Better sleep.
Jay, how's your fitness goals going, bro?
Shut up, man.
We talked about last time. You were like running or something.
Yeah. Then I proceeded I think I ran one day.
What?
Hey, dude, running is hard, bro.
I'm the fattest I've been in like ever. So
hey, man.
I need to chill out. So.
Okay. Well, it's you can do it. It's doable.
Yeah.
237 like
Jump
3
rope.
months ago.
You can jump rope
Jump
for
rope?
like 5 minutes and it's
Do burpees
really
and jump rope every fucking day.
Yeah.
Dude, you lose a pound a day, bro.
Yeah.
So for 30 days, I just gotta use
Do
bro.
10 burpees right now. You'll see how
100.
easy
Do 100
it is.
burpees and 300 jump ropes.
All right, give me just email me the regimen. I'll let you know how I go.
Doubles
by
or
this one.
singles?
Hey, we'll do this. If you record yourself for a week straight doing 100 burpees and 300 jump ropes a day for a week, we'll bring you on the show. First person to send it to us, we'll bring you on the show as a guest. All right, we're gonna do that. So if you listen to this, we're gonna do the heat check fitness goal. And
Fitness
if
check.
you do 100 burpees and 300 jump ropes a day for a week, we bring you on the show. You talk about whatever you want for 30 minutes. All right, cool. No one's gonna do it.
You know what else? I'll also give you. Oh damn, I forgot. Okay, so we need to do something with this. Okay, I have a story. So I ordered. You know how that my fucking hat, right? So I was like, man, I need a new hat for the show, right? Because you've been hating on it since the beginning.
It's trash.
And yeah, so I was like, what would go good besides Bad Boy? I was like, oh, Dipset. So I got this Dipset hat, right? Comes in, fitted, cool, perfect. I get it. It's all black, has a sign. I'm like, fire, right? Comes in, unpackages box. The shit is velvet.
I'll buy it right now.
No, you will not buy it. I'm gonna bring it on next week, and we're gonna figure out a way to give it off in the middle of the because I think people don't fucking like listen to our podcast all the way through. So
Right.
For somebody who would in between, I want to just throw it out there to see who would pick it up for free. But yeah, velvet, dude. When I bring it in tomorrow, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, that's nice." But on your head, you look crazy. You look like one of those time
Crazy
time
good or crazy bad?
time capsule New York style person who's wearing Timbs in the middle of the summer.
Oh,
like
shit.
yeah, like crazy. You look crazy. But yeah, I've been.
Okay.
We gotta get rid of that hat somehow.
So we've been talking about the build up to this BZZY release. The track list has dropped, and we got how many songs on it? First 6. First up, we got Suicidal
10?
Tendencies, which I think I've heard. Yeah, I've heard that one already.
Yep.
Track 2 is Zen, featuring Leon Thomas. Don't know who that is. Third one is Fly, which we've heard. Fourth one is Juice Crew.
Yeah.
Featuring Zoe Dollars and Trinidad. Is that Trinidad James?
Trinidad James, yeah.
Man. Number 5, we got The End Again interlude featuring Dope Boy. And read the rest of it. 6, Aimless. And what's the rest of the pot? I didn't put the whole thing in together.
No, I thought I put both on there. Somebody deleted it.
You put it there, but it's not the full.
And not there, dog. But this track list is pretty cool. There's a song with Nate Traveler on there. I'm excited for that. I've been excited for that for a minute. A Nate Traveler BZZY song is gonna be pretty fire. How important do you think this album is for BZZY? What do you think this album means for him? Does it mean anything, or is it just like another project?
I think it's another project. I mean, it may mean something for momentum. I think
Right.
because he's kind of been.
I think he gets like way more emotional in it, right? He's been like, from
Bro.
what I've seen that he's posted, it's more him like opening up and talking about like what he's been going through lately, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think I've said on this podcast I'm not like, for the suicide situation and stuff like that, but it's probably very personal for him, so he probably just needs to get this chapter of his life out the way and feel like and tell his story for somebody else.
Well, I think he's tapping into a group of people that, obviously he's connecting because there's a lot of, post screenshots of people saying like you helped my life, helped save my life. So obviously there's a demographic and a group, fan base that he's actually touching and reaching. So I think he might just know more about that than we do. As far as obviously he has some information that we don't. For sure. But I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a good move for him. A good body of work that represents, his sound right now. And so BZZY, man, we hope it's good. Send us the early link, bro, so we can hear it. We want to hear this shit, dog.
Let me go through the rest of it real quick. So number 7 is Alternate World with Dope by Accident. I think that's the same gentleman that's featured on number 5. Number 8 is Garden. Number 9 is 13 Reasons Why. 10 is Brianna. 11 is
I
Voices.
like that song, Brianna.
Voices Interlude. 12 is Inside My Head. 13 Truth Hurts, and that's the one with Nate. And also I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not going to. And then 14 is Before I Jump. So during the performance of his last 2 weeks ago, he mentioned that he's already started on the next one, and he's gonna do most of the recording here in like the Lee County, Southwest Florida area.
Shit.
So
I think we fucked up, guys.
Why I say that?
I think we slept on Brendan Bennett.
Oh, of course we slept on Brendan Bennett. His not really. I mean, his music came out on Friday. I thought we were gonna get to it.
We are. No, I'm saying like before.
Oh, before?
When we first talked about it, we didn't give it shit, but we didn't give him a whole lot
song?
Yeah, we
for
talked
the
about
project,
it on this
for the
podcast.
Gold Coast thing.
Oh, for the three track with Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like his and Eddie's songs. Well, I hadn't listened to it at that point, but it's way better in hindsight. Yeah, it's very poppy. It's not like what I would regularly listen to, but it's not. You're not turning it off. Like,
yeah. It's a new song he dropped called Good Night. It's actually, I think he's a feature on it though. Actually.
Yeah, this with the Lost Boys.
Yeah, Lost Boys. Yep. I think that's just like this song could go.
It's like a Calvin Harris.
Yeah. I think it has a lot of elements of what I think I
like that song.
A lot of elements of what's going really good right now. Like obviously EDM still has its place. I think the singer, songwriter, pop song is still going with like the Post Malones and stuff like that. Obviously there's no brainer song, right? The pop sound's still there. And then obviously Brendan Bennett has his like hip hop influence. So I think that song, I could see that being like a stadium shit. I could see that dropping at a club. I could see that dropping at a concert, festival, whatever. I think it's a good song.
If you dropped that at a bar and I asked you, is this a hip hop song, what would you say?
No.
I would say
right?
it's not.
No. I wouldn't say it was hip hop.
Right.
But I think that doesn't need to happen because, you have like the...
No, it's not important. I just say,
okay.
Because you said it has hip hop influence, and
like
I would say probably
like
not.
Like the Juice WRLD song that's getting pretty big, which I found annoying at first, and then I heard an acoustic version last week with y'all. I heard an acoustic version with y'all last week, and can you hear yourself, Steph?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the acoustic version is lit.
Of that song. So the Juice WRLD song is called what?
I don't know. Shadows in My Room.
Super emo song, but I wouldn't even consider that a hip hop R&B song. I would consider that it's like an emo punk song that has like hip hop drums behind it.
Well, yeah, I would ask the same question and probably get the same answer. It's like a pop song, right? Like I wouldn't think that's a hip hop song. If you were to ask me if either him or Brendan, Juice WRLD, I didn't really see in the rap category.
Yeah, I think Brendan Bennett is going to drop his project August 24th. You guys excited for it?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for it. I think it should be good.
He says some of his best work, and he has hard choruses, and Cappy and a lot of Southwest Florida's behind it. So
yeah,
I'm with it.
Shouts out Brendan Bennett. What's up with this new Yoko video?
Oh yeah, I put that on there because I thought it was going to drop.
Oh, I saw it.
But it didn't.
No, there's no Yoko video.
How'd you hear it? How'd you see it?
Because he sent a link like at midnight the day of Chris Daniels.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the video.
It's really good.
Hopefully it comes out.
Yoko's been showing me a lot of new stuff. He's been performing a lot of new stuff. I Never Will. He's performed it at the last couple of things. I think at one... Did he do it at our show? Anyway, so he's been doing it the last couple of nights. So if you've been watching him live the last couple of weeks, that's the one that's coming out. So
what did y'all think of Chris Daniels' show? So it happened. Mm-hmm. It was at Sidney Burns Center. What did y'all think of the overall thing?
I think it was dope. I think it was executed pretty well. I thought the interview on stage was kind of cool. That gave it like a title element, right? Mm-hmm. I think Tidal does that type of stuff, so I thought it was cool. Yeah, and all the performances were solid. We got new music with Andre the Saint. And
what do you think of the project? Fuck it. What do you think of the project?
The project is hard.
We gotta go to some
Project.
songs.
I thought it was gonna be longer, but
yeah, I thought it was gonna be longer for sure. I definitely thought it was. I wonder why. Maybe we could ask Chris Daniels that one day.
I think Alano really shined on it, man, because he produced the first song and he smoked that second verse on the joint that he has the collaboration with. I think Alano shined really well, and I think Chris Daniels' choruses were really good. I think his ear for music is great.
This is the best fucking chorus. Top 5 choruses of the year all around.
No, Eddie killed this.
Eddie killed this shit.
Eddie killed this shit. Come on.
I just put it red like skirt. I just put the bitch.
Hey, that's fucking. Yo, fire.
Turn my shit up. Whoa.
Baby, I was all for you.
Bro, this is a fucking great song.
Yeah. Girl, I got that sauce on me, bitch, I'm fired up. This is lost on me. I heard that's your new girl. Tell me why she calling me. Had to go with supplies, ain't no Avon. She just hit a nigga phone for the FaceTime. Only make time for the late night.
Shouts out to Chris Daniels, man. You made a good 3-song project, man. I think every song has its own sense of value, and I did like the Alano verse. I like the message of the album. I mean, the show was great. Thought the sound could have been better for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I liked.
Oh, at the live
I
show.
wanted to be more. I wanted to be like louder in my ears, nigga. Like I just.
Yeah.
But that's a big spot to fill.
For sure.
Interview was cool. Chris Daniels' energy was great. His parents were there.
Yes, right.
Fucking
That was
dope.
cute.
Almost cried.
A lot of people came out too. I was. I mean, you know. I think that was a pretty sizable crowd, 200, 250 easily.
Probably,
you know?
yeah.
So,
No, it was a great time.
So yeah, good fucking turnout, great show, and yeah, man, great person.
I thought
too,
Slight
man.
was gonna be there. I don't know what happened, but I thought Slight was gonna be there.
Yeah. He did promote it, as a matter of fact. So
Andre his performance was alright. Playing no, he was actually one of the
no, man,
highlights.
it's trash.
It was a good performance.
No, it was good. It was good.
Why is that on the album?
Who?
Andre's song.
That's a good question, right? He did perform it.
I thought that'd be on the album.
Huh? It's got to be on some other shit.
Probably on some
Wait a
other
minute, King Rock was
Yeah,
that King
King
Rock
Rock.
song?
Why wasn't King Rock's and Andre's song on there? Who knows?
The Allure.
I don't know. This song was dope too, man.
maybe he's holding it for something else.
Way to go. Like, that's such a good chord. Like, Chris Daniels, whoever wrote that, like, good job. Whoever wrote that, if it was you, that's such a good chorus. Like, it's catchy. Half of me is comfortable, the other half is crying and grieving. Like, this is Huxtable. Graduated a follower who knew my idols would turn to rivals I could not endorse. Sat in the detention for my ACT. A black nigga, that's just what they see. Try to keep us on them same old streets on the ABP. Alana was spitting some like Christian rap bars on this shit.
Right.
Like,
my pop said, life will only teach till you learn better. Well, I've been on my own like so
life will only teach when you learn better. I love that.
For everyone you say, still you had to lose a go on.
Ooh,
Can I call you?
dope bridge.
Tell you that I'm sorry. She said, baby, you were growing. Honey, don't you worry.
That's just just 2 good songs already. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of them.
Yeah,
Like,
man. No, that project is super solid. I think all the projects he's really came out with this year have been
Yeah.
like rocks.
But this is a progression. This is, I think, a by far progression from the last ones.
yeah.
Other ones seemed, not that it was less thought out, but this one seems like it was like pushed through multiple different people before it got out. Like, this seemed like,
Right.
like just the simplicity of that. Like, just simple, not because sometimes hooks be too lyrical, right? Like, you try to get too much of a thought out, but that is good.
I think
it's simply
what he sought out to do was trying to get you to want more. Like, you're gonna you have to replay the songs a couple times, right? But you don't get, it doesn't feel like a full course.
But it's like the Kanye, it's like the Yeezy Summer is like 7 songs. Like, my attention span, you know what? For where my attention span lacks, the quality. If you give me 3 good songs, I'm gonna repeat the songs. Like, cool. The replay value is better when it's just straight to the point and they're good. There's no extra fat. Like,
yeah, but it feels at some points it feels like one extended song. Like I felt like that about Dom's project too. I felt like it felt like one big song. You weren't getting a full chorus. I think 7 is the right number. It's
but
like,
what if?
I'm good.
But what if that's the best way to do it in today's like climate of like, I'm gonna keep building up until you're ready for a full body of work. Like, why not keep putting out 3-4 song projects until? Because bro, your album, you know how it takes your whole life to make an album. Like when you're in your first album, you pretty much tell the story of your life. Sure. So why would you do that at an early stage in your career? Why would you give that away right now?
I guess that makes sense.
What if Kendrick gave away good? Kendrick said that he already knew the album cover and the concept and the name of Good Kid, Mad City years before he put it out. He already knew what his debut album would be. Mm-hmm. And so I think there's a value because I think he knew like, yo, Good Kid, Mad City is my life. Yeah. So why would I give away my life so quickly early in my career? Why not wait? Like Nipsey Hussle's first album just came out.
Good Kid, Mad City is his first major release, ain't it?
Well, yeah, Section 80, but that was a mixtape.
Yeah, and so was Overly Dedicated. So like that was his main first album. It was kind of like his Reasonable Doubt.
But here's what I'm more interested in as an artist. Like, are you scared to give away all of your life too quickly? Like, I feel like, you know, like, do you hold things back for later in your career because you know you're gonna make it bigger? Like, if you give away everything, crazy. You know, like if you give away everything now about your life,
I wouldn't think so.
No?
Like, no, absolutely not. I think you go in as an artist trying to blaze it every time, no matter and what comes out. You know whether. I don't think you look in totality always. I mean, maybe you do if you're in a label situation, if you're trying to play legacy, I guess. I don't know. Like, no, I would think as an artist you go in there and just and then what you've created kind of molds itself and becomes a timestamp for your life. I'm sure
you're still like living, so you're gonna experience more things that you can make more music about later on.
Right, because Jay-Z is not talking about. Well, he still does talk about his older shit, but he's in a point in his life where he's talking about more mature content.
Do you like that? Do you like when artists like get? Let me stop the Chris Daniels music, but do you like when artists show their growth? Like, all right, do you still want Nicki Minaj to be talking about the same shit she's talking about, or would you like her to be talking about, like, cause she's 40, right? Like, she's almost 40 or something.
Is she 40?
She's almost. I don't want to give her that, but like, do you?
Steph, you like Nicki? What do you think? Yeah.
Do you want women?
I like Nicki.
I know you don't like
Nicki Minaj poster,
just joking.
A pink print poster on your wall. I'll play.
I think. Do I like it? I mean, yeah, because. No, I don't like it. You know why? It's because I like my rappers to not give a fuck what they talking about.
Do you like J. Cole talking about, I want to fold clothes for you?
Nah.
He has a song called I Want to Fold Clothes for You.
That's what I'm saying. 6ix9ine is better. 6ix9ine goes up there and just says whatever the fuck he wants.
How you related to that as a 40-year-old that you want to go in with the stiffy, with the bliffy?
Yeah. He's gonna do the same shit when he's 40. He's gonna be tight. No, I'm just joking. No, yeah, I mean, I want my rappers to tell the truth. So where they're at in their lives, it would make sense. You know, whether I'm gonna relate or not is a whole nother thing.
What about Pusha T? Always talking about dope. Like, you know, you don't sell dope no more, but he's still always like, we give him the pass because he's talking about the life he lived. Like, how like one point do you stop talking about where you came from? Like,
when you stop making fucking dope music around it. Like, Pusha T's last album is just as fire as any one of his other projects. Are you kidding me? Like, and we knew we were gonna get fucking blow talk. We knew that we were gonna get.
He's one of the few that can do that. Talk about the same thing over and over again, but just differently.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about like any kind of form of art, really, like theater or even music, like country music has like 3 topics, right? I mean, most music has like love. Tragedy, death, like stuff like that, right?
Love, drinks.
Yeah, same type of
sex.
shit. It's how your interpretation. We all go through it. It's the most relatable topics. You know, I'm
making an album called Love, Drunk, Sex, and Blow.
Pretty much, and it would probably everybody be like, "Wow, this looks like a really great album."
Oh my gosh! But I don't know. I think that's interesting. All right, before we get out of here, any other local shit you want to talk about? I'm out of topics for sure.
I think we covered it.
Yeah,
Are we gonna talk more about wine or?
Oh yeah, I mean, wine was dope. I mean, I'm interested to see what else we could do. Bring them down again, bigger and better, obviously. No, I think it was just dope. I think they had a lot of cool things to say about like what Keurig's doing, because X is from here, Sherelle's from here, and I think they had a lot of cool things. It was cool to see the outside perspective on what Keurig's doing here, and the culture that we're trying to cultivate in the city. And I think it was encouraging, if anything, just to hear like, people just be like, damn, bro, like I used to live here, bro, and I've never, and the fact that you're doing it. So that, like, shouts out to X for encouraging me in that, because that was pretty dope to just see and feel like, oh shit, we actually doing shit. Like we're actually changing shit, So
definitely, the city's came a long way, man. You kind of forget being so close up to it, but from far away, I'm sure it looks great. So.
Here's before we get ahead, the last thing. Because I know I hear a lot of people. We always talk about like, yo, the city's growing. We're next. We're blowing up. Like, do you feel like that's happening too slow? Like, all right. So here's the thing. I don't want to be 40 and it finally pop. Like, I want to be young when this shit pops. Like,
right.
Because I don't want to be out of place when shit is cool. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like what we're doing is we're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor? With like it being the next Atlanta, which I think it's overstated.
We have a lot of time.
I probably will.
I
I don't know about you
You
guys.
are not that much younger than us. Fuck out of here. If you could enjoy it, I could enjoy
I'm
it.
16.
Yeah, I mean the other podcast was the last time I'm disclosing my age. You know what I was told? Weren't we told this in a meeting that we were like the some young looking old niggas.
Yeah, you fucking
some young
Guevara, you asshole. Told us that we were some young looking old niggas. Thank you very much, sir.
So does it really matter? I think the mission is bigger than an aged situation. I don't think we need to worry about age. I'm not worried about my age. Fuck it. Like,
I am.
Jay-Z's 55.
Is he really?
He's like the coolest.
He is not the coolest.
Yeah,
The
he's
nigga-
not
Two Chainz
the
is
coolest,
what,
but-
45?
Just type in Jay-Z doing things, and it's the funniest uncool shit ever.
He rides a
Wearing
jet ski with a helmet.
He's like fucking riding a bike. The nigga, like anything regular he does but rap is weird.
Him
is
wearing
kinda weird.
shorts, his legs are like.
Yeah. He's jumping into a pool. He looks like a fucking ostrich.
But I saw a clip of him today on the OTR, the On the Run tour, whatever, him and Beyonce's tour, and he looked fire on stage. He's like wearing a bulletproof
other
vest.
than rapping, he looks trash.
Huh?
Anything that's not rapping,
yeah.
he's trash.
Yeah,
but who cares?
That's fine.
Yeah, but we looked trash when we were out there jet skiing. Like
Oh my God.
Here's an organization.
All right, guys, let's get out of here, man. We're pretty far in. Before we get out of here, thank y'all so much. Hey, man, if you watch this shit and you want to have a comment, like a lot of people have come up to us and like made comments in real life. Yo, if you disagree or agree or don't fuck with something, like comment on it. Even if it's like, y'all niggas is trash, your feet's ugly, nigga. Like whatever, just comment so we know. Give us feedback. And I'll say this: we'll give away 5 free things of coffee from Narrative Coffee to someone that comments, and then we'll give away a growler of beer to someone out of all those people. So comment. We're gonna give away 4 things of coffee and a growler of beer from Millennial Brewery if you comment
Something nice.
Just you can comment whatever. You comment something trash if you want.
But we'll probably pick you say something nice.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Any last words, Stephanie, before we get out of here?
No.
Okay. She wants to go home so bad, dude. She came here. She came here complaining.
We started at
We
9.
started at 9:01. I just got off of work.
I didn't just get out of work. I hate you.
I want to go home. Yeah,
Steph's trash.
That's not. Do you put your trash in the toilet?
My trash in the toilet?
Yeah.
I don't have a good enough.
Hey, trash. Hey, Jay. Any last words before we get out of here? Wow.
No, I don't.
Cool. My last words are coming in very soon. A lot more content's coming from Curate, so stay tuned to that. We got a lot of plans, a lot more events, a lot more content, and a lot more quality coming your way. So thank y'all so much for watching the Heat Check Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, share on YouTube, Facebook.
Stopped again.
I'll cut that bitch off.